Let's talk SBA loans. So I'm here with Jordan Payne, who is Vice President at County Bank. And so Jordan, tell us what you do.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks, Emma. So my name's Jordan Payne, County Bank SBA. For County Bank, I provide small business administration loans. We'll talk more about what that means in particular, but specializing in SBA lending. I've been here going on, this is my fifth year.
Great. So kind of break down SBA for us. A lot of people think that either SBA loans are really hard to get, or maybe it's a loan for people who don't qualify for other types of financing. So can you kind of break that down for us?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, obviously, a lot of people have heard of the SBA, especially since COVID. A lot of programs existed back during the COVID days, whether it was PPP loans, idle loans. SBA really became a household name for a lot of people. Still, though, a lot of people don't know what the SBA does outside of those programs, which is actually quite a bit. There's 12 or 13 different subchapters of the SBA that each do very specific things. What we're talking about and what most people are talking about when they say the SBA is SBA 7A. That is the most common loan. If there's 100 loans out there, 98 of them are probably 7A loans. Those are going to be loans that are provided to a startup business, a franchise startup, a business acquisition. These loans are backed by the U.S. Small Business Administration. This is a completely separate entity. This is not the government. A lot of people think SBA is a government loan. I don't want government money. This is a pseudo government entity, kind of like the Federal Reserve. It's all self-sustaining through the fees that are generated within the program. So it's a U.S. Small Business Administration backed loan, but you actually are still getting a standard bank commercial loan. It's just that given that we're giving these loans typically to businesses that need money for reasons that aren't typically standard commercial banking candidates, we will use that SBA as basically an insurance policy to offer loans to these types of businesses.
Great. So if someone's interested in SBA loan, maybe they think it's a little bit too early in the process to talk to you, like break that down for them. Tell me when they should come talk to you and
Yep,
get the process started.
sure. So anytime I encourage most of my clients to get to me as early as possible, start the conversation, even when you're just thinking about doing a thing, whether that's starting a business, you're buying a business, you're expanding your business. Um, that's actually something really important also. People think that SBA is just meant for starting a business or buying a business. Sometimes it generally is just a business that is expanding. And let's say they've been in business for 2, 3 years, they've been leasing a space, and now, hey, it's time to make that first big investment purchasing commercial real estate. We're going to dramatically increase our space because we need to buy equipment or inventory, whatever. Um, you might need the SBA because you're still just right outside of being standard bankable because you're using financial projections. You're basically saying, hey, here's where I am today. I can't afford this building today, but with all the space I'm going to have, I will sell this many widgets and I can afford it. So we'll use the SBA to help that client acquire that building. We will also work with those who just need or want a lower equity injection. SBA typically is going to be 5, 10, 15% less uh, borrower equity required to close the loan compared to a standard commercial loan. Technically, in some cases, we can finance 100% of that project.
Great.
Uh, so now as a sidebar, but as early as we can get involved, the better, because yeah, the borrower is building a team. They need to figure out who they're working with, who is their SBA lender or banker, CPA, attorney, start building the team, having the conversations. They're going to be in a much better position versus we get those calls that are like, hey, I've been under contract for 30 days. I'm already, I've got 15 days left of due diligence. Let's get this loan closed. It's more of a scramble. So, as early as possible is better.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Jordan. Everyone, Jordan's contact information is up on the screen. You heard him. The earlier, the better. So definitely reach out if a SBA loan is potentially on your radar. And as always, if you have any questions about commercial real estate, I look forward to hearing from you.